like ooh la la, ooh la la. It's not hard to say how I feel. It's like ooh la la, ooh la la. It's kinda easy now 'cause it's real. Hey. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. And I know someday that it'll all turn out. You'll make me work so we can work to work it out. And I promise you, kid, that I'll give so much more than I get. I just haven't met you yet.
Hi everybody. Sorry about the different, you like my sticker here holding on the microphone? Oh my goodness. Yes, hi Fatima. Hi Linda and Tamara. How are you guys tonight? Let me know 1 hour early. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry you guys. I'm in Arizona. And I completely goofed. Well, that's okay because I got to get the kids. Layla's got to sleep over. I got to scoot her along. Oh my gosh. See, yeah. Lena said we're on the same time zone you are because we didn't change. Oh my gosh. Okay, so they're in a different. Well, welcome. You get to hear a story. Or two. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. So, tonight. Hi everybody, Larry's here. I'm working on one screen too, and Arizona didn't change times. Gosh. Oh my gosh. 12:04. Hi Tamara. Oh, yeah, you guys going live. No, just goofed up. Fatima just goofed up. Oh well. You guys, well, good. That's okay. We'll get to this and then I'll have it right by Sunday. Yes, Sunday I'll get it right. Okay, so tonight I have a couple stories for you. And I called it like Fish and Friends because the two stories are just really kind of just about friendship and about, you know, the pets that's your friend. Anyway, they're cute stories. I didn't, obviously, I am down here. And how is the sound, by the way? Are you sounding okay? Is it loud enough? And hi, Angie. Angie's watching, yay. Okay, so let me start with this. We're going to go to a story, and it is a story called A Friend for Henry. And I'm going to start with that one. It's this little boy. The author said that they were inspired to write it based on her own children. She has a son on the autism spectrum, and making friends was always pretty difficult for her son. So this is a really kind of a cool little book about that kind of aspect of learning to make a friend. And it's called A Friend for Henry, and it's by Jen Bailey, and it's illustrated by Mika Song. Really cool little illustrations. I think you're going to like it. I'm just checking right here. Oh, I'm glad you're liking the blog stories. A Friend for Henry. In classroom 6, second left down the hall, Henry was looking for a friend. It couldn't be Jilly, who circled her fishbowl. She's quiet, thought Henry, but she can't play on the swings. It couldn't be Mrs. Magoon, who knew about hugs. She shares, thought Henry, but she has to. Could it be someone else in classroom 6? In art class, Vivian shared Henry's double easel. Vivian was a kaleidoscope, a tangle of colors. She had ribbons and clacky shoes, and she knew every pony song, and her fingernails were painted like rainbows. When I get paint on my fingers, said Henry, I wash it off. Vivian waved her hands too close to Henry's face. My mommy painted them. Aren't they pretty? Painting on people is against the rules, said Henry. Did your mommy get in trouble? No. Henry lowered his voice. Did you get angry? Why should I? But Vivian was very angry later. He ruined them. Uh-oh, he painted rainbows on her shoes. She likes rainbows, Henry explained. And he thought a friend would say thank you. The scene is set very cool. Okay, thank you. I will change my volume. Just a second, you guys. Let me get my volume up. And there. And make sure that the volume is there. And because I'm on external stuff. Output. Oops. Internal. Oh, it's up. Okay. Is that better? That should be better. There. Reading time was Henry's favorite. My friend will like it too. It was Henry's turn to put out the carpet squares. He tucked the blue ones next to the brown ones, green in the very middle. At the edge, all the edges met and the corners fit perfectly. Reading time, shouted Samuel. My favorite. Samuel was a thunderstorm, booming and crashing. He was kind of scary if you didn't have your blanket. He could pick up crayons with his toes and do proper somersaults. Henry stopped in front of Samuel. Somersaults are hard. Samuel dodged past. I want a green one. Wait. Henry's throat felt tight. They're perfect. Mine's a magic carpet from a genie's lamp, said Samuel. It's not. Henry's face was hot. It's from Rug World. There's the sticker. Up, up and away, magic carpet. Running and crashing, Henry's fingers curled close. A friend's listen. Okay, barely hear me now that we've changed scenes. All right, let me check something. I'll do that. Okay, maybe this is better. Gretchen, a little better, thank you. I can hear you. 5 by 5 here. All right. A friend listens. Make sure I don't get plagued up back on that. Henry, Mrs. Magoon knelt in front of him. Sit with me, please. And Henry did, but he couldn't see the pictures and his carpet square was brown. And during snack time, Jaden took 3 crackers instead of 2, and at recess, Riley dug up worms and let them use the swings. Oh. At free time, Henry's hope for a friend felt small. He watched the sunlight play along Gilly's scales, and he could watch Gilly for a long time. Katie watched too. Katie smelled like strawberry milk. She read storybooks all by herself. She slid down the big slide, sometimes backwards. The big slide's too big, said Henry. Gilly floated past. She's shimmery, said Katie. But she doesn't blink, said Henry. What does she do? She burps pebbles, Henry thought, and breathes underwater and turns sunshine into colors. Henry hunched into a sweatshirt. fish things. Katie bent to have a closer look. I like her. Henry tried not to blink. Want to play blocks? Sure. I don't like triangles, said Henry. I don't like broccoli, said Katie. And together they built a tower. It had rectangles, cylinders, and squares, but no triangles or broccoli. It's perfect, said Henry. Thank you, said Katie. And the next day they played on the swings, and Katie went down the big slide, and Henry waited at the bottom for his friend. And there's that. She said, Jen said, author, editor, documentarian, blue ribbon pie baker, and eager traveler. She received her MFA from Vermont College of Fine Arts and born and raised in Rhode Island. She now calls Kansas City her home, where she lives with her husband, 3 sons, and numerous cats and dogs. Jen was inspired to write Henry's story after watching her own sons, one of which is on the autism spectrum, navigate finding a friend, a process which took patience, time, and courage. But finding just the right one was always, always worth it. Yes. Let's see. There we go. There. Okay. How'd that go? All right. The sound, it says, is better. Let me say I got it. I think I got it fixed out. Not quite sure why it was being so wackadoo. No kale either. Yeah. Anyway, that was the first one, and I thought that was really cute. And so the fishbowl, Gilly, the little fish, ties the whole thing in with the next story that goes on. But I can remember the students that I had, that was always a thing very difficult for kids who have a certain ways they felt the rules had to be. One of my grandnieces is on the spectrum, and she has things are supposed to be a certain way, but boy, is she bright. It's pretty amazing to see what she does and has gotten, how navigated it and everything. Anyway, on we go. Hanging up that. Kill. So I saw that there's been some collabs going on today, but I tried to jump in and watch, but the kids got back from school by the time didn't make it. I caught a little bit of Julie E's, and then it's going on tomorrow too, but tomorrow they don't have school, so we have plans galore. Okay, on to do. And the next story, well, it's just plain silly. It's kind of fun. I'll take the broccoli. Yeah, tonight we could not convince Lachlan to have salad. Layla and I had Caesar salad, and Lachlan had nothing to do with that, so he had blueberries to go with his dinner. Yeah, that was good. All right, so the next story that I have is called Not Norman, a goldfish story. So it has to do with pets and things like that. It's just a kind of a cute little story, and it was just kind of fun, and I thought it was a good one that fit with this kind of friendships and what we have. Sometimes what's best is right in front of us. So let's go to, here we go. Not Norman. So I want to check why the sound levels on this scene are so low. Okay, they should be back to normal on this scene. And, all right, here we go. Not Norman, a goldfish story by Kelly Bennett, illustrated by Noah Z. Jones. And here. I love the end paper. And look at how the goldfish bowl has been wrapped as a present. When I got Norman, I didn't want to keep him. I wanted a different kind of pet, not Norman. I wanted a pet who could run and catch, or one who could climb trees and chase strings, a soft furry pet to sleep on my bed at night, not Norman. All Norman does is swim around and 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 around. This is it, Norman. I decide. I'm trading you for a good pet. Norman doesn't move. Not even a fin twitches. How can I trade him in like this? No one will want a sorry-looking fish in a gunky bowl. When I drop Norman into his nice clean bowl, he starts dipping and flipping and flapping his fins around, and he looks so goofy I have to laugh. Don't think that just because you made me laugh, I'm going to keep you, I tell him. Tomorrow, you're out of here. Norman blows a string of bubbles. The next day, I take Norman to school with me. If I talk him up real good during show and tell, maybe someone will want him. On the way there, I see my friend Austin. Austin has a real cool dog and 7 puppies. Want to swap one of your pups for Norman, I ask? Who's Norman? Asks Austin. My goldfish, I say. By the time I rescue Norman, half his water is gone. Oh, the puppies think it's their water bowl. I'm sorry, I tell Norman when we get to school. I'm really, really sorry. And he just looks at me stares at me all googly-eyed. Finally, it's my turn for show and tell. Just as I start to talk about goldfish, Emily shouts, Jenny's gone! Who let my snake loose? Does anyone hear the story of how I got Norman? Does anyone even ask to hold his bowl? No. They're all jumping and screaming and chasing the snake. Not Norman. He looks right at me. Oh. Thanks for listening, I tell him. That afternoon, we go to my music lesson. As soon as it's over, I'm taking Norman back to the pet store. I take out my tuba and begin to play. I glance over at Norman. He's swaying back and forth. Glue, 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 glug, he mouths. Look, Norman's singing, I say. Pay attention, snaps Maestro, and try to play the proper notes. Boom, 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 boom. Maestro makes me stay for extra practice. By the time my lesson is over, it's too late to go to the pet store. Don't think that just because you like my music, I'm going to keep you, I tell Norman. He glugs. That night, I'm sound asleep when screech, scritch. What's that noise? Scratch, scritch, screech. Yikes, there's something at the window. Then out of the corner of my eye, I spot Norman. He isn't scared. He's swimming around in circles. He isn't swimming around in circles either. He glugs and gives me a little wave. I'm not alone. Together, Norman and I slide open the curtains. It was just a broken tree branch. Thanks for watching out for me, Norman. On Saturday, I take Norman to the pet store, just like I said I would. I look at the cats and dogs and snakes and birds, and look at the hamsters and mice and lizards too. They all look like good pets, but they are not Norman. When I got Norman, I wasn't sure I wanted to keep him. But now, even if I could pick any pet in the whole world, I wouldn't trade him. Not Norman. And that's that one. Oh my goodness. Van Halen, what did I miss on Van Halen? Marty Feldmanized. Yes, Marty Feldmanized. That sounds good. Oh, wow. So those are my two. I thought they were good, cute little friendship stories, and just kind of, you know, how oftentimes that pet or friend, yeah, brings us something that we just don't expect, or what we expect or think we are hoping for is not the thing that really brings us all that great joy. But anyway, you guys, so here I am. It's a short show tonight because not only am I an hour early, obvious, whatever, I didn't know, but Layla is going to go for a sleepover at her friend's, and I have to pack her up, and Lachlan and I have to drive her over. And so I'm going to take care of that. But I'll be back on Sunday. So send your stuff in. We'll be here for Sunday night. Layla should help me out by that time, and I'll have the sound a little bit better. But yeah. Moose, Shannon, Lorraine, and Shannon are in the collab. I saw some. Good. Marty Feldman. Yeah, the Marty Feldmanized. Cute story. He got upgraded digs. Oh, Van Halen, first concert back in the day. Yeah, maybe if I came up with the first rock concert I went to, I might have something that interesting as Van Halen, but no, I don't think so. My first major concert ever was Ferrante and Teicher. Piano. Oh well. Anyway, you guys, I'm going to head out with the kiddos, take Layla to go see her friends, and off for the weekend. So you guys, everybody, take care. And thanks for being here. Thanks for putting up with my sound stuff and for coming for story time. You know I love doing this. And until next time, everybody, keep looking for the beauty hidden in plain sight. It's all around. But the first place you'll find it is when you go look in the mirror. And I'll see you Sunday.
In the heat of the night, we could get lost in all the lights and sounds. Ooh, feeling alright. We won't go home, we will just stay here downtown. There's not just stars on the boulevard, they're in the light in your eyes. Oh, we don't need no black cards, I just need you by my side. We could be shameless, famous, running cool, with a love that leaves us weightless. Ooh, drop dead gorgeous, wow. Ooh, you got me feeling starstruck too. We could be famous, we could be famous. You blow my mind, looking like a model, better than the usual. Yeah, you don't even try, not average or typical. I put you on a pedestal.